What's the word, family? Hit that like button like Tyson. We about to dig deep into this. Yeah, members only. What's the word, family? Hit that like button like
What's
Tyson.
that word, family? Hey, man, check this out. We got breaking news that an off-duty Chicago police officer was shot on Chicago's South Side in a apparent ambush. Now, check this out, and I'll be back with more commentary.
Let's turn now to that breaking news we've been following. Police now checking for surveillance video after an off-duty Chicago police officer was gunned down in his own car on the city's south side. That officer has been in surgery all afternoon at University of Chicago Hospital. That's where WGN's Tanya Francisco is joining us live right now with more. Tanya.
Lourdes, and then about 40 minutes ago, we got word that the officer is now out of surgery. Superintendent David Brown and Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot have had a chance to meet with him. We have not gotten an update on his condition, but from what we hear about the circumstances that led up to this shooting, it certainly sounds like an ambush. Word came down around just after 12:30 that an officer, a 4th District officer, was parked or stopped, I should say, at a stoplight on 89th and Stony Island when two vehicles pulled up beside him, one behind him. A gunman got out and fired several shots into the vehicle, hitting the 32-year-old in the lower torso. The shot spotter technology heard the shots, dispatched officers from the 4th District to the shooting. That's when they realized it was one of their fellow officers. They put the officer in their vehicle and performed first aid while they rushed that officer here to the University of Chicago Medical Center. Now, once he was here, he was rushed up till surgery. The superintendent was asked when he held a press conference a little while ago whether they thought this might have been a carjacking. Here's what he had to say.
The circumstances suggest several different narratives of what this might be. Could be a misidentification, it could be road rage, could be carjacking. We just don't know. It's too early to tell.
Okay. All right. Carjacking. What's the point of doing a carjacking if you immediately start firing shots? You destroy the car, the person will pull off. It's not going to sit there and get shot at. So it definitely don't appear to be a carjacking. To me, it appears to be a setup with two vehicles involved with it. Now, me being me and knowing that we done all heard the stories of people going into the alley and finding boxes of guns, right? We all heard that. Who y'all think dropping those guns off in the black community? It's the Chicago Police Department, if anybody. I never found a box of guns myself, but I've heard of rumors, people finding guns. Now, it's all the police, man. Now, either this guy is a nutcracker and they want him off the streets as far as the gangbangers and the thugs, or he was finna do something against the police department. We won't know that until the future. But I'm going to tell you this. When you pull up on a car, you don't box them in. You don't tell them to get out the car. You just start firing shots. That don't appear to be a carjacking to me, man. That appears to be a hit. I can almost guarantee you that the Chicago police was behind this shoot. Now, it's a lot of people in Chicago that think the police are behind most of the gang shootings. Like those 15 people that got shot the other day. It's a lot of people that think the police are capable of doing things like that in the black community. Now, y'all tell me in the comments section, does this sound like a carjacking? Does this sound like it could have been a mistaken identity? Or does this sound like a hit? And it sounds like a hit to me. And the only people that'll pull a hit off on a police officer, more than likely will be police. Because like I said, you're trying to carjack a vehicle. You don't jump out guns blazing. You jump out yelling, get the fuck out the car, so that they won't damage the vehicle. Now, they said 2 vehicles was involved in this situation. 2 vehicles. So what that means is they could have boxed them in and tried to take the car. But nah, don't appear to be a carjacking, especially the vehicle. It was just a regular Jeep, like a Jeep Wrangler. It wasn't even a Trackhawk. It wasn't the stuff that niggas like. No, it was a white person's Jeep. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about this situation in the comment section. I'll be back later with more details.